Like, this is called the Pesky Report. Like,
welcome back to the Pesky Report, brought to you by Beyond the Monster. I am your host today, Matthew. We've got Jordan back from the dead with us here. We've got Isiah joining us as well. The sheets may change, but they never change the man on the sheets, is what they always are saying, or something like that. So happy to have the boys back with us today. And as always, this episode is brought to you by TJ Stats, advanced MLB stats and tools, including pitcher summaries, prospect rankings, and live pitch data. Head on over to tjstats.ca and use the promo code PESKY and get 25% off your first month. I'm going to throw a graphic up on the screen now if anyone's watching this. It is Christian Campbell's Savant since July 1st, brought to you by TJ Stats. And it's red hot, guys. It is absolutely on fire. He is... his weighted on base average, his expected weighted on base average, his sweet spot percentage, his walk percentage, pull air percentage actually is red for everyone who says he can't pull the ball in the air. His hard hit percentage is red, barrel percentage, max EV, 90th exit velocity. It's red, all across the board. So that's our TJ Stats segment for today. But anyways, fellas, how are you? Welcome. Isiah, how are you doing?
I'm good, man. Very good. Very good. How are you guys?
I just failed my immaculate grid, so I'm pretty sad. Tried Luke Scott for Orioles Mariners. Could have sworn he played for the Mariners, but I guess not. So we'll try again. We'll try again in October when I feel the itch again to do an immaculate grid.
Yeah, I'm doing great, came off of back-to-back wins watching the Sox and the D-backs here. Today's game, didn't really get to watch all of it, but we watched the ending. And now I've realized that Mickey Gasper is a demon, and he may have accidentally rubbed, a lamp and awakened a genie of some kind, based on the way that he looks. He kind of looks like, if a genie was like in real life.
I have a take about Mickey Gasper.
Yeah, what's your Mickey Gasper take?
I want him on the World Series. When we make the World Series, I want him on the roster after not playing for a month, because every time he gets called up, he's fucking phenomenal for 3 games, and then after that he sucks. So like 3-4 games, run him out there, and then sit on the bench.
It's a good take.
I don't hate that idea. I do not hate that idea. I feel similarly about Nick Sogard. But he can get the LCS and the World Series because he gives you like those 2 weeks when he comes up where he's like ridiculous, and then he tapers off.
Well, shout out to Nick Sogard, man, hitting his first career home run today. I didn't think it was going to happen, so pretty cool moment. And at Fenway too, he hit his first Fenway home run before Vlad Guerrero hit a home run at Rogers Center this year. So
did Mickey Gasper.
Yeah, that is true. Mickey Gasper hit did Mickey hit one in Toronto too? No, he didn't.
All 3 of Mickey's home runs this series are his 3 home runs this season.
No, he's got 4 home runs.
No, Mickey's got 3. He had 2 home runs in his first 92 big league games, and he has 3 in his last 3. Because apparently growing a goatee is the cure to all of life's problems. I should have figured that out when I was like on my deathbed last week, and I should have just shaved like the chin strap portion of my beard and just gone to mustache and goatee, and I would have been healthy. I would have probably lost 20 pounds by like last Thursday. I would have been shredded.
So it was he has 4 career home runs, but it's 3 this season. So yeah, that's what I was remembering was somehow in between this season and when he didn't get a hit with the Red Sox, he somehow got a home run in there. Fascinating.
But where did he hit his home runs last year? He did hit one in Toronto last year.
Oh, he did? Okay.
So when was the last... Hold on. Now we got to figure out when was the last time Vlad Jr. homered in Toronto.
Oh, you know what?
Because Mickey Gasper homered in Toronto on August 26th of last year. So the last home run, regular season rather, for Vladdy, because we know he hit a bunch in the playoffs. The last regular season home run Vlad Jr. hit in Rogers Center was on August 17th. So if we're talking regular season ball, Mickey Gasper has homered in Rogers Center more recently than Vlad Jr. And has 3 more home runs than him this year.
He does. He does. Wow. That's crazy. That's going on the quote card for sure. I'm just glad, that somewhere Mickey's parents are watching this proud, knowing that they did it. They suffered through all of 2024 so that they could watch Mickey Gasper on August 17th, 18th, and 19th of 2026 hit 3 home runs in a row, looking like Lou Merlone.
Yeah, I mean, they sacrificed their entire 2024 for this, and I would say it was a sacrifice well spent, but, love to see it, though. It's becoming hilarious.
They have an off day, and then they're still home, so it'd be pretty funny if he was able to keep it up, but I do feel like he's the first person to get DFA'd, or not DFA'd, but sent back down to Worcester when Trevor Story's ready to be activated.
Jeez, can we talk about the good shit going on? Why are we already bringing? 7 minutes in the podcast? You're trying to immediately put this downhill.
Well, I actually don't think that's true. I think it'll be Siegler first because he's he's only played like once in the last 3 months. So pretty much since he made the rounds with the hype face after the Willier home run against Tampa Bay, it was like the last time he played a baseball game. So he doesn't play anymore. He's like a injured. Your guy gets hurt, Siegler comes in and plays. But other than that, he's just a vibes guy through and through in the dugout. So they have a lot of those guys on the roster. I'm sure Siegler will be one of the first guys up in September. But for now, he can go get some at bats down in AAA when Trevor Story comes back, probably Friday, which is nuts to say.
You guys ever drink all-purpose cleaner before?
Can't say I have.
Looking pretty good.
Just putting that out there.
Come on, man. The Sox won this series.
I was ready and happy and willing to talk about that.
I was just reminded I was like, oh, we have an off day coming up. And then I remembered, oh, that's right. Because that's the day that Trevor Story said, oh, there's an off day. We'll see how I feel. And do you think he wants to be hanging out on the road in New York in AAA? No, brother. He wants to be back in Boston, sitting on Alex Cora's bench seat right there next to him.
I'm going to keep it I don't give a shit what he wants personally, but maybe that's just me.
He's going to be in the starting lineup on Friday. You need to start accepting it. It's going to happen. He's probably going to hit way higher than he should too. He's going to be hitting like 5th in that lineup. You know damn well Chad Tracy's going to seniority, throw him in the 5 spot, maybe the 6 spot because Adley's been hitting lately. But
he might be the 2 hitter.
Lead off.
Move him all the way up.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
Trevor Story leadoff has a Josh Baez game.
I mean, I'll take that. I'll take that if that's the case.
Joke's on me.
What was the? I just can't believe that Franklin Arias is having to sit in AAA to get Trevor Story's bum at bats in there. Franklin Arias just pinch hit RBI single. Like,
hey, at least Trev is like having some good at bats though. Like he's got a few hits, he's got a couple of walks. I'm
yesterday
willing to be
he went 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, and I was like,
yeah,
oh
that's
yeah,
gonna
he's
happen
back.
too. That's gonna happen
He's
too.
back.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna happen a lot.
Too.
Yeah, it's gonna happen a lot.
I'm willing to be open-minded about Trevor's story. Like, as I'm not expecting much out of him, but he's got like 15 games to prove to me that he literally, like, what he was before he went on the IL is just who he is. Because I'm willing to give him the grace, given how well he ended last season, that he was as bad as he was because he was hurt, and not he is just that bad and then just so happened to also be hurt. So I'm willing to give him a little bit of time, like 15 games, because there's not a whole lot of time left this season. But I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing to give him the reins again at a middle infield position for this group.
As long as it doesn't cost Monasterio's bat in the lineup, that's the only thing. So if there's a way to work through that, for sure. You know, the Nick Sogard platoon, I think he's I think so, I think you're right. If Siegler goes down, you have Sogard, who you can kind of platoon around there, second base. Monasterio, you have an option there. Yeah, I could see it.
It's weird. It's wonky for sure. It's just, you know,
he's getting a singular at bat of grace for me.
He's 100% homering in that first at bat on Friday, just to piss you off. He's homering first at bat and then striking out 3 times.
and then the bit in the group chat continues.
The bit in the group chat returns on Friday. I can't wait to post that image. I don't care if he starts like 0 for 12. He gets like a meaningless single in an 8-run game. I'm posting the damn image.
Yeah, I'm blocking you on Twitter so fucking fast.
Speaking of Twitter, congratulations, Jordan, on your anniversary of your first pitch.
Oh, thank you.
I believe that happened the other day, a couple days ago.
Yep, 3 days ago. My first pitch is now 9 years old. Double digits next year.
That's right. Yeah, it's almost a decade ago. Crazy.
I grew up so fast.
How many of the players that you did that in front of are still alive, would you say?
Oh God, I don't know. I don't know, but that'd be kind of sad to go through. And like,
what do we, Matt? Matt comes on the podcast talking about Trevor's story and death. Like the 2 last things I want to talk about.
Yeah, didn't mean to have you repeat yourself there.
Yaz is still alive. I know that. I know that Hawk Harrelson is not. So like, I mean, but beyond that, I do not know.
All right. Well, we'll circle back when it comes 15 years. We'll see where we're at statistically.
God. Why? Oh my God! Let's see how many dead guys did I throw that first pitch in front of? Why just the players? Why don't we outsource it to the crowd as well? How many people that were seated for that game are still alive?
That feels like a lot harder to track down.
Dude,
probably.
Thank God we did not have this podcast, all 3 of us during COVID, because like Matt would have just been keeping notes of like who's been getting hit.
Matt would have been watching the news so fucking been so locked in. Notepad.
Someone's got to keep score.
He'd be coming into shows with like the packets full of like player evaluations, like Peter, like Jonah Hill and Moneyball. I asked you to evaluate 3 players. He's got like 51 obituaries in his hand.
Oh God.
So Red Sox win 11-1.
Yeah, that happened.
Bullpen Bayo continues to be absolutely dominant. If without looking, because obviously we know the splits of his ERA are fantastic. He's the best qualified ERA of any relief pitcher. I just can't believe that his ERA now starts with a 4. I was going to have you guess, but you guys probably already seen it. His ERA is all the way down to a 4.69. I can't believe that we're like a couple more appearances away from it starting with a 3.
Yeah.
At this point.
How many more innings does he need to get some serious consideration for reliever of the year?
Yeah, that's a great question.
52 and 2/3 innings with a 0.85 ERA out of the bullpen. Louis Varland's gonna win it, like without question, because he's also got 28. I guess Brian Baker could, because he's got 7 more saves, and his ERA is only 0.2 of a run worse. But like Bayo's, I don't know.
It's just tough. It's a tough argument because obviously he's dominant, but you look at his overall work for the year. Like, are they going to really give the reliever of the year to someone with a 4.69 ERA?
I hope
I
so.
don't know.
That would
awesome.
be so funny. That would be so funny. It's like, oh, here's Brian Bayo. He wins reliever of the year. He has 1 save, a 4.2 ERA by the end of the season, but he's got like 65 innings of sub 1 ERA ball as a reliever. But he's only made like 14 appearances as a reliever. Most rigged award of all time. I'm all here for it.
He'll probably make the like, what do they call it? The like all MLB team, but he'll make like the team 2. He'll be the all MLB relief pitcher team 2 candidate.
We need to get like a swing man of the year. It's like because we started giving
Swinger
gold gloves
of the
to
year?
utility. We started giving
Carlos
utility man
Narvaez?
gold gloves. Carlos, we're hitting on a lot of things today.
Did
How's
someone
he doing
take
in Baltimore?
someone take away that man's mic?
How is he doing in Baltimore?
I just keep seeing him reposting his own highlights on Instagram. So I mean, I don't know.
There aren't any.
He's the defensive highlights. He's been throwing guys out.
He's 3 for 35 with the Orioles.
What a fall off.
Yeah, crazy.
He somehow got traded from the Red Sox to the Orioles and got worse. That's nuts. He doesn't have a single extra base hit for them.
That's unfortunate.
Adley's cool though.
I mean, Adley gone through his rehab process now. Clearly, I really don't think I've ever seen a man swing the bat less than he does, though, which is like makes for like a boring at bat sometimes, but like not in a bad way. It's just very funny to like see him, and when Cedon was batting back to back with him, to go from someone who will literally swing at everything to someone who'll swing at practically nothing. It's very funny.
Reminds me a bit of Casas. Like Casas had that in him.
Or Roman.
Yeah.
God, if you let Roman and Adley hit back to back, you're gonna get 2 swings no matter how many pitches those 2 at bats are. That might be 2 glorious swings, but you were only getting 2 swings.
Yeah. I mean, that'll be pretty soon at this rate. Obviously, Roman Anthony homered in his first rehab game with Double-A Portland this week, yesterday. He sat today, and then the plan is for him to play left field tomorrow and then DH on Friday, I believe, is the plan. Or it's DH tomorrow and left field Friday. I can't remember.
So Saturday.
Could be an
so
option.
What I hear is Saturday is up in the air. What's he doing Saturday? Seaport?
Would be
Seaport
pretty crazy if they made it all the way to like from Double-A all the way back up to the majors that quickly. I would be surprised if they did that, but I guess it depends on how good he looks, because if he like realistically, where does Worcester play next week? Are they home?
I think so. But that's why I thought they had Roman start. Like it wouldn't make sense for like Story to go from AAA down to Double-A for rehab. So since he started his rehab when the Woo Sox were home, they just sent him on the road with the Woo Sox. But with Roman, he started his rehab with Portland at home, right? And the Woo Sox on the road. So I think they're trying to keep him local. And since the Woo Sox are in New York too, it's not like those guys are that far away either. I don't know. I don't think it's a matter of level. I think it's just a matter of reps and keeping Roman local to Boston. That was what my thought process was. But maybe I could be wrong. But I would love to see. I'm sure they'll probably give him a week at least, just to keep seeing how he responds. Because the worst thing to do would be to activate him, and then him have some sort of thing to aggravate his finger again, and then he goes right back on the shelf. That'd be a gut punch. But I don't know. I feel pretty good about it. Hard to argue with how he looked his rehab game. And it's not like they're getting anything out of left field right now. So,
I mean, they got a home run yesterday.
They did,
but or was that today?
Well,
today.
Yesterday to those listening.
Yeah, he had a home run, but the rest of, I mean, he obviously had that play as well in the outfield where the ball bounced right out of his glove, diving for it.
Yeah, that was tough.
That was potentially game costing right there. Which was he only there because he was able to be athletic to get to that ball? Like,
probably
listening to the radio for that call, and the way that Fleming described it was like it was the ground that knocked it out, and he only even got there because of his speed. So,
yeah, he was full extension. It was full extension. It wasn't quite. I don't know if you guys remember last year in the Texas series to start the year when Christian Campbell made that ridiculous diving effort, and the ground, like, he would have been like early catch of the year, and the ground caused the ball to fly out of his glove. It wouldn't have been quite as impressive a catch, but it was a very similar, like, full extension dive, hit the ground hard, ball jarred free. That kind of ordeal. I didn't. It was unfortunate, but I didn't blame Duran for not catching that ball.
Yeah, the Roman Anthony conversation, it will be very interesting very, very soon. But I mean, there's a couple of guys that are going to be roster casualties.
I mean, Masa's injury made it quite a bit less interesting, I feel like. Unfortunately.
That is true. Yeah, and the latest update on him is he's out till at least the end of September. It's like the worst case hamstring issue. I
would have been incredibly curious to see what they would have done if Roman comes back and how they would have figured out if they're gonna play more Masa or Duran. But I guess we'll never know.
Duran must have made some sort of deal with the devil, because every time it seems that his playing time is gone, or like Roman starts coming back, it's like, oh yeah, Masa's hammy exploded, so now Duran's job is safe again. Early in the year, Roman gets hurt, so it's like, oh, Duran's going to get more playing time now. It's just every single time. Last year after the deadline, when Roman was taking off, Willier got hurt. So it's like, oh, well, I guess Duran's going to keep playing because Willier got hurt. So now we have to play all our outfielders. It's just constantly Duran finds a way to not actually end up having to miss time ever.
And meanwhile, Craig's like, I told you.
Yeah. He looks like a genius for hanging on to the guy from like a purely we need the body standpoint. I mean, maybe not so much from like how he's playing, but
nah, he would have been fine if we had Christian Campbell up there right now. Guaranteed. Would have been at least the same production, if not better.
Maybe by now, but it would have been probably just as rough, if not worse, early in the season.
I think if you had Christian Campbell up here this year, I'd be much more concerned about the damage that would have been done to him long term.
Same
production that we would have got from him this year. I'm really
I thought you were just talking about post trade deadline.
Post trade deadline,
yeah,
sure.
Yeah. If we're talking like the last like month of Christian Campbell, yeah, sure, for sure.
Yeah, because at the beginning of the season, if he was up here, that wouldn't even make sense because Roman Anthony was healthy at that time. We still had Peter Fatsey. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring that back up here.
Yeah, why don't you name the old manager too? Why don't you do that while we're all fiery and mad?
Oh, I already name dropped him in this podcast once when I talked about where Trevor Story was going to sit.
Oh, that's right. You did that.
so,
You did do that.
yeah,
How
we
about
already-
the
we
old
already did
game
that.
planning coordinator? Whatever the hell his job was.
Yeah, let's see what Catherine's up to. See if she wants to come on the podcast. Let's send her a message right now.
A DoorDash or a couple
Explain.
bottles of Merlot.
Yeah, we'll say, hey, can you come on? We'll DoorDash you. Can you come on and explain game planning coordinator to us?
Like I'm
Like-
5, please, because I seriously I don't know what his job was.
It's got to be box wine too. It can't be the good stuff. It's got to be box wine.
Some shit. We're just sending her bullshit.
Hey, some of that stuff, it hits depending on the mood you're in.
It definitely does something for sure.
If you just feel like yapping, we'll just send you some box wine. It's gonna be the
Fucking
worst shit you've ever.
$8 Moscato to the Veritek's house is such a good bet.
I'll send you an order of crab rangoons as well. Just top it all off, and yeah.
Well, we have some class.
Yeah. Can't let you drink alcohol on an empty stomach,
I recently did that at a Red Sox game before I moved, and not good.
Yeah, I did that last year. My first Red Sox game last year, I did that, and yeah, that was not wise.
Yeah, falling asleep at Tasty Burger, but it's neither here nor there.
Call those learning experiences.
Yeah.
If
For someone who's about to be 30 years old.
Duran's about to be 30, and
That's
Alex
right.
Cora would still call him a kid, so.
And I didn't call anyone any names, so I guess I got one up on him.
Especially not a slur, so.
That's right.
Wyatt Olds, major league debut, 2 strikeouts, pretty cool. I feel bad that his family wasn't able to make it though. Poor last minute call up for him. Immediately gets in the first game. No one in the audience there.
He got the
But,
opposite of Mickey Gasper, because Mickey Gasper's parents were at every game and he did nothing in 2024. Wyatt Olds comes up, does something, but nobody's there for him.
Nobody's there. Yeah. I just think that's so odd. Like they couldn't find any flights. Like I feel like you have to know.
Didn't
like,
want to come.
like, oh, I don't get off work till this weekend, man. Like we'll be there this weekend, I guess.
Like
I don't know. Even his fiance, it's like you couldn't call out of work. Like I don't know.
You're pitching on Monday. That's like the only day this year I'm doing something. God.
He's been waiting his whole life for this one moment.
Yeah, this man's 27 years old.
His freaking debut. He's worked his way back from injury. Missed an entire year with surgery. Gets called up. They're like, oh, dude, actually, I have to reorganize my sock drawer that day. I forgot. It's really important.
Yeah, I gotta do some spring cleaning in August,
Can we rain check that? I can come tomorrow, maybe.
I gotta do some research on box wine to send to Catherine Veritek. Can you make your debut on Wednesday, please?
Chad Tracy.
Yeah, he looked good.
Wasting no time though. He looked fine.
Yeah, he looked pretty good. Twice,
yeah.
he looked pretty good.
I think that Gamboa might be the solution to the opener problem, though. First opener we've had for Brian Bayo that's gone a scoreless or even a 1-2-3 inning, which is pretty cool. We're not going to talk about what happened to him tonight. That's neither here nor there.
Wait, what happened to who tonight?
Gamboa.
What happened to him tonight?
Was that not him in the 11th inning?
No, that was
Damn, no.
Giovanni Moran.
What?
That was Giovanni Moran that got that.
See, shows you how much I was paying
walking the ballpark.
attention. I was watching over my shoulder while I was doing the dishes. That was Moran?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I thought that was Gamboa, and I was like, this poor guy. They're going to send him down right after this.
Matthew's too busy looking up obituaries.
He was too busy trying to find out how many guys on the 67 team have since passed since my first pitch. How many people I can invite to the 10-year reunion? What am I likely to attend in 2027? My 10-year reunion of my first pitch or my 10-year reunion of my high school graduation?
That's a good point. Good point. What would you prefer?
Actually, that was a bad question because 2027 is only 9 years since I graduated high school. So,
Oh, plot twist. Yeah, they
All right, Jordan, how many of your classmates are still alive?
oh God,
we should reach
that's
out to the Red
a
Sox
rabbit hole I
about
don't
this.
want to go down.
No, we need to reach out to the Red Sox. We need to say it's 10-year anniversary of the pitch, and we need to see if they can bring you back, and they need to bring back Tony too. It wouldn't be right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm nearby. I'm there enough. It's
true.
They know how to find me.
If there's anyone that could make it happen, it's probably who do we know that could help make this happen?
Well, they trot me out there every 10 years, and I got to do something memorable. So I still have to come up with an idea for 2027 that is going to be just as memorable, if not more so. So like in 2007, I ran the bases. In 2017, I hit a photographer in the nuts for the first pitch. So what do I do in 2027? Do I have to like streak during the game? What do I do in
You
2027?
you could propose.
No.
Like, doesn't even have to be like to anyone specific. Like, you could just like fake a proposal. That would go mega viral.
I would personally die of firsthand embarrassment, actually.
Think about all the people that would be like, we watched him from a little kid running the bases now to getting married.
And I'm proposing to fucking Rob Refsnyder.
Well, it'd be Wally.
Proposing to Wally?
Yeah.
Propose to someone from the 67 team. You propose to photographer, dude. That's the rule.
Do I have to flip a coin on whether or not it's a living or dead member of the 1967 team?
That'd be memorable, all right. People would never stop. People would remember that.
People would definitely remember that.
Think about the views you drive to the podcast, Jordan.
What did you do in 2027? I proposed to a dead man. In the middle of the 6th inning of a Red Sox game.
Oh, it's aura. There's aura.
Aura farming.
Freaking Grim Reaper maxing.
Oh my God. Hope mogging. Oh my goodness.
So I bet TC could make that happen. We'll send a proposal over. Send it over to Nesson.
Yeah, as long as he gets the person's name right, we should be good.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh my God. Right. Yeah. It's a great point. I still can't believe that happened.
I can. 2-hour rain delay. The man's probably just been talking and yapping for 2 hours straight.
I feel like there's anyone that should get away with that. It's Tom Karen.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
But like, that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Yeah, it's pretty egregious.
That's a tough one. That's not just you just got the wrong player on the team you just picked a different Japanese guy from a different era. You literally pulled a Pete Abe because Pete Abe refers to Yoshida as the Japanese guy.
When I saw the headline, I was like, "What a piece of Tom Caron, he didn't mean it. He didn't.
Of course he didn't. Of course he didn't mean that. TC's the nicest person on the planet.
I will say that like Masataka and Matsuzaka are like close enough that like I can understand where you would come from as far as like saying it once, maybe like what is it called? Like a
Freudian slip.
Floridian slip. But he did it twice back to back, so like that definitely makes it a little bit worse if it was one time. But I think he also in like the clip that gets cut off, like they don't show it, but he did catch it like right after that and corrected himself.
Yeah.
But yeah. Still
he did.
Tough look.
Poor TC. It's not a forgiving time period to be making that mistake. And like, of course, it was a mistake. Like, again, this is Tom Caron. You think if he was somebody that was like messed up, he would have survived 30 years on TV without having a moment like that? Like, come on.
No, like if Papelbon said something like that, would not be surprised.
Papelbon has said stuff like that, like on Twitter. He has said some outrageous things.
Yeah, that's true. I think on the air too, he said something. In Nesson pregame with him on it is just a wild time. Anytime he speaks, and Tom Caron's usually the one having to cut him off.
Yeah, I find the mute button quite often when Jonathan Papelbon is on my TV. It's just me.
I will never forget the I think it was a pregame episode or show where Pap was on some sort of rant about something. And then turned to Jim Rice and goes, "Jim, you understand what I'm saying?" And Jim goes, "No." And then they just move on. funniest thing ever. Like,
yeah,
I'm
Jim.
like, you took the words right out of my mouth, Jim. I have no idea what that guy's going on about.
So Red Sox win 11-1. We mentioned that. We had the Wilson Contreras home run, the Mickey Gasper home run in that game. We also had Adley Rutschman 3 total bases in that game. He got 2 hits and drove in an RBI. I think that was his first extra base hit, if I remember correctly. Yeah,
It was
his first Red Sox extra base hit. A little slice action, batting left up the left field line. He has the same number of doubles this year that Wilson Contreras does.
like, like you're talking about like the whole season, right? Like,
Yeah.
I vividly remember Wilson having more than like 2 doubles.
Oh yeah, no, he has 20 doubles, and so does Wilson. Although that was as of game 1. I don't know if Wilson had another one tonight. I can't remember because I feel like he did. But yeah, you just with as much time as Rutschman's missed, and with his limited production, since coming over, it's kind of hard to overlook that. But yeah, he's got 20 doubles.
Yeah.
Rafaela 3 doubles in that game though. That was crazy. He's got 32. He might lead the league in doubles actually.
He does.
He does, yeah.
He leads. He definitely at least leads the American League.
So the National League leader is Alex Burleson, 33.
And Rafael has got 32, I think.
He does, yeah. And then Devers was 31 and Matt Olson, 31. So Raffy holding it down.
I still can't believe that Jarren Duran has more homers than doubles.
Well, that is a bizarre fact.
I can't believe he's going to finish the year with a 2020 season. He's going to have like one of the greatest terrible years I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So the Red Sox currently have Wilyer Abreu has 27 doubles. And so if you have we have 2 of the top 5 doubles leaders in the American League. And I'm surprised Contreras is so low down there. Contreras is not even in the top 22 with his 20 doubles. Gunnar Henderson has more doubles than him. Isn't that weird? It doesn't really feel right.
There's a lot of homers.
You know which one really surprises me? Josh Bell has 26 doubles this year. Could you guys even name what team he's on?
The Twins.
Twins is correct. Yeah. Tyler Soderstrom tied with Wilyer Abreu right now, 27 doubles, but he will not be hitting another one. Because he's dead. COVID got him.
Oh no. The death toll has claimed another one. Dude, you brought up Raffy, so I looked up his numbers. He's tied for the 7th most home runs by a San Francisco Giant since 2004 in a single season. That is nuts. By the end of that,
having a great year.
Yeah, by the end of this Red Sox series, because you know full well he's homering at least twice this weekend, right? Like that's 100% happening.
He still doesn't have. He still doesn't have an 800 OPS.
It's pretty close though.
Yeah,
he's at 788. Not counting today where he doubled. So he's actually he's still at a 788. So he'll be over 800 by the end of this series. I know that for a fact. Like, there's just no way Raffy's coming into Boston this weekend. I'm going to be at 2 of those games. He's going to go nuts. He's just going to go nuts. Do I wear the green 11 jersey?
No, you got to wear his City Connect.
I can wear my 11 green jersey over my Giants Raffy jersey.
Yeah, wear it over it.
Yeah.
Double dip,
sweat like hell.
Whichever team is winning, you just swap them around.
Yeah,
that way you always end up on top.
Get absolutely beat to smithereens in the crowd.
Second game of the season, or of the year, series, I should say. Jeez, Red Sox win 9-4. Ranger Suarez did not look very good. I hate to say it, but 5 innings, 5.1 innings, 4 earned runs allowed, only 3 strikeouts, 2 walks. Somehow ERA still in the mid 3s, but giving up 4 runs in the 3rd inning did not help. I'm glad he went back out there, though. If they had to burn the pen in that game, that would have sucked. But the fact that he went out and still finished into the 6th inning after giving up 4 runs in the 3rd, I think that was definitely a positive from this game. We also got Adley's first home run to tie that game, Mickey Gasper, as well, to give them the lead in the 6th inning, I believe it was huge. You guys have any thoughts from game 2?
I can't believe Mickey Gasper's a power hitter now. He's just pissing me off. It pisses me off. It pisses me off more than I think Trevor Story homering in his first at bat Friday will piss Isiah off. Like it's really grinding my gears. Because when Mickey got called up, I said there's no way Chad Tracy is not going to find a way to lead him off in one of these games. And then him homering in 3 straight. The next game he plays, he's going to probably be hitting leadoff. Especially if Story's in the lineup too, because Sogard won't be in there. So guess who's going to lead off? Mickey Gasper. And then when a lefty comes in, Jahmai Jones will pinch hit for him, as he did today. It's going to happen. I'm already prepared for the Friday lineup to roll out and seeing Mickey Gasper's name first. It's going to happen.
Is one of the most silly teams I could think of in recent history. Like Eli White, Jahmai Jones, Siegler, Monasterio, Gasper. Like it's Sogard. Like the runs have been from like a bunch of nobodies, dude. It's incredible.
You look
Yeah,
at
it's
like
just-
the heart of the lineup, and you're like, oh yeah, the Red Sox. Who's the Red Sox leadoff hitter? They don't have one. It's just whoever can feel like it
friends.
that day.
Yeah, power of friendship in the leadoff spot.
They can't wait to have Roman back in that spot. I'll tell you that much.
I can't wait till like
Roman-
game 3 of his return. He's going to be hitting like second, just so it can be somebody else leading off.
Well, it's against a lefty.
He's got to
Jahmai
provide.
Jones.
He's got to provide protection for Mickey Gasper in the 2-hole.
Got to lengthen the lineup a little bit, And theoretically, it makes sense because Sadon needs to get out of the 2-hole. That has to. I know he's not necessarily been bad, but the swinging at everything, you can't live with that in the 2 spot.
Yeah,
It's too many at bats against smart pitchers in the playoffs, where he's just going to go flailing at 3 straight sweepers that are nowhere near the strike zone, and it's going to be a
100%.
long postseason for him. I mean, a short one, but a long one for him as well.
Yeah,
If
he's been awesome this
Contreras
year,
wasn't-
but like, I think we all can kind of see the signs with Rafaela.
I mean, his bunt that he had today was pretty sick though. When he bunted for a hit to move Sogard over. Whenever he does stuff like that, I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense why he's batting in the 2-hole. He's like old-fashioned 2-hitter, like Dustin Pedroia, when it wasn't like, oh, let's put your best hitter in this spot. It was like, let's put someone fast, and he's like our second leadoff hitter.
Yeah. For a while, he was their best hitter for a bit. Like, I mean, when Contreras was out, especially because they've been leaving him in the cleanup spot anyway. But like for a strong portion of the season, you could argue that Sadon was like right up there as one of their best hitters. It's just not the case anymore. He swings at everything. The strikeouts are starting to climb a bit. The power's starting to dip a bit. Like he's still having a good year.
He's still got the best batting average on the team.
Yeah.
Not that that's the end all be all, but if you like old school stats like that, he's still got from an OPS side of things, third highest OPS on the team.
Yes, it's a nuanced conversation of it's like he shouldn't even be in this position. The fact that he's held down the 2-hole in the Red Sox lineup for this long, and we haven't been dog shit with him in the 2-hole is incredible.
Agreed.
Like I did not want him at any point this year hitting higher than 7, and what he's pulled off it's been awesome, dude.
It should be. Well, I wouldn't mind Durbin in the 2-hole. Like, to be honest with you,
That's what I wanted back in spring training. Was Durbin in the 2-hole. I got it for like 5 seconds. It was like the only thing Alex Cora did for me this year was give me like a few games of Durbin in the 2 spot.
When he sucked, dude. I was so mad when they put him in the 2-hole.
Oh, but I was relishing in it. And I know that like he didn't do anything those few games. It was the St. Louis series early in the year on the road. But they had like 2 games in a row where they scored 7+ runs. And I'm like, listen, my lineup is working. But now that Durbin's hitting, with Roman back, it would actually make sense to now basically flip Rafaela and Durbin and then put Roman in the leadoff spot and go Roman, Durbin, Willier, Contreras, Adley, Sadon. That would be a really good 1-6. And then you can fill out the last 3 spots in the lineup with whoever the hell else you want.
Story.
Story 3 times. Who cares at that point? But yeah, you can put Duran there as a DH. You could put, I guess Roman probably going to DH a decent amount. You have Duran, you have Gasper, you have Sogard. Like you've got your options, but you got 3 spots to work with, and then any lefties that pitch, that's where your Jahmais come in, your Eli Whites come in.
Has there been any updates on Mead at all? I haven't seen anything.
He changed. He's wearing a different cast now, and he is nowhere near baseball activity. So he probably won't be back until the end of the regular season at the very earliest.
Yeah, that'd be really interesting to see how that'd work.
Yeah, he's at the point where I wouldn't even run the risk of if you're in the wild card round, which you probably will be. There's no real shot you're catching the Rays at this point. I would hold him out till the DS at the very earliest.
Yeah, you can't afford to have him struggle for 2 games and now you're eliminated.
Well, yeah, and it's
exactly.
not like he provides like elite defense or anything either. It's kind of,
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Give you
probably
some-
worse than Sogard, the defense that tanked.
No.
Yeah.
But the DH spot's wide open. So if you need the best offensive lineup, at that point, you just sit Duran and you'd have Anthony in there and you'd have Mead at DH probably.
Well, if Massa's back, would
True.
you rather have Massa or well, I guess, but that's also like they're both probably going to be rehabbing similar times. So yeah, I don't know.
And Moss is a notorious slow starter. Every time he comes off the shelf that first week, he is an absolute train wreck. So it's like it really will. All
It's
depend
Mickey
on the timing.
Gasper. You send Mickey
gonna
Gasper down.
It's gonna end up being Mickey Gasper, and I'm like, it's sad because he's homering now, and like it's making me kind of like not hate it as much, but like I kind of hate it still,
Did you guys see that Mickey Gasper in the 9 games before he got called back up, he was hitting like 450 or something in Worcester? And I'm like, that doesn't surprise me because I remember when he got called up the first time in 2024, Jordan and I had just gone to a game in Worcester, and he was at the top of that lineup, and he was hitting. I'm pretty sure he was hitting 400. And his OBP was like 580 or something like that.
Yeah,
it was insane.
Worcester in 2024, his slash line was 367, 471, 592 in 48 games.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, this year in Worcester, it's 337, 450, 566. He had a 163 WRC plus in AAA this year. 54 games, 9 home runs, 42 runs batted. He had more walks than strikeouts.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. What? Dude just owns AAA.
Best AAA hitter maybe ever.
Oh.
I remember seeing him in Portland too back in early 2024 before he got called up because I was down there to watch Roman and what was that shortstop prospect we had that came up with Roman? It was part of the big 3. What was his name again? Marcilio or something.
I thought you were
Hey, Meyer!
Oh man, they should play that commercial instead of doing like a highlight reel of like thanking people for the moments and memories. Since Meyer didn't really have that many, just play that commercial.
Who'd have thought that Heckler would get the last laugh in the end? That really shitty commercial. Who'd have thought the Heckler would have won in the end?
It's a good point. It's a good point.
He has a higher WAR, Heckler Meyer.
Fun fact: they actually have multiple variations of that commercial that they filmed in different markets. So, like Ryan Mountcastle has a version of it that's in the Baltimore market. It's very hilarious.
Isaiah, to answer your question, though, Marcelo had negative 0.1 F-WAR, so the Heckler actually had more WAR this year than Marcelo Meyer.
Oh, that's such a great fun fact. I can't just throw that around.
Use it at parties.
Do you think Meyer will be...
Use it at Jordan's wedding proposal next year at the Red Sox game?
Holding a sign, he has more WAR than 2026 Marcelo Meyer.
The people are going to be so confused reading the headers of this when it says Jordan's wedding proposal, and that's one of the bullet points on
my
this
girlfriend's going to be really confused.
Moving a little quick.
Yeah, we've been together for a month. She's going to be like, huh? What?
Listen, won't be a month in 2027. Just saying.
It will not be. It will not be.
Do you think Marcelo Meyer is going to be active for this series this weekend?
Has he even started rehabbing?
I saw an update that I don't know who posted it, that it sounds like it's becoming less and less likely, but it's still a decent chance. But
Giants manager Tony Vitello indicated Wednesday that Meyer could return from the injured list and make his team debut Monday versus the Reds. So that would be next week. This is that reports from today.
Yeah, he homered in his first game in his rehab assignment. It's just like a very
Copycat.
common thing, to be honest with you. Like MLB guys going down and homering in their first rehab assignment, because Romy Gonzalez did the same thing when he went down to Portland for his rehab assignment. I feel like Trevor Story probably would have done that down in Portland at some point. Homered. It's just like I feel like every guy does that, and we're like, oh, they're so back.
It was like I watched the Meyer homer. It was like a 91 mile an hour fastball right at his knees. It's like nice.
That's his sweet spot right there.
Yeah.
Throw him a curveball, you wouldn't see that ball leave the yard. The book is out on him. I don't understand why people are throwing him fastballs. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's like the opposite of Christian Campbell, when all you have to do is throw him fastballs inside.
Yeah, but now he's turning on him.
Not anymore, baby.
That's right.
Was
L
it
comms.
Was it Ian Cundall put out the tweet about the his swing from the beginning of the year till now? It's incredible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
you
the
can
new
see the bat speed.
stance. It's like the new stance, but with the 2024 bat speed, which is like porn. I love it so much because, you know, I never wanted to give up on Christian. I kind of gave up on him having a role here, but like you see what Jordan Walker's doing this year with the Cardinals, and that took a while for that to happen. Christian's super young. I'm glad that he's kind of finding some success. I really hope that it's real and that he has a real opportunity to make the team out of camp next year. I have no idea where he'd play, but I hope he has an opportunity to win a job out of camp next year.
Can we revisit him at first base?
Or second. No, because Wilson's still here. Why do you keep trying to get rid of Wilson Contreras? Wilson's still here. Like,
No, I feel like a DH fourth outfielder spot makes the most sense for Campbell, with him playing a lot of corner this year in Worcester.
probably. That probably makes the most sense, unless the Red Sox want to trade 2 outfielders after not trading any for 7 years.
Yeah,
It'll be interesting to see. They have the pieces to consolidate major league pieces into another position somewhere, you know, and I doubt they'll do that because that hasn't been Craig's MO. His MO has been trade from anything but the major league roster. But I think was the first major league roster piece that he's traded in season Carlos Narvaez.
In season,
Because he obviously traded Chris Sale, which
he traded Verdugo. He traded Luis Arias. That was not in season.
It doesn't really count.
I can't think of anybody he's traded. I mean, the Red Sox haven't necessarily been sellers. So, like trading, not a lot of teams trade from their big league team and buy at the same time.
Yeah.
So,
but that's what I was saying. Like that hasn't really been his MO. So to say like, oh yeah, he could do this. Like,
Devers.
He just
He traded Devers.
Damn.
That's a pretty big one.
Yeah, that's fair.
Meyer.
That's fair.
Marcelo, yeah.
Yeah.
Although Marcelo was
Right.
kind of dead to him at that point, so
So
Yeah,
he hasn't
once
traded
that,
anyone from the major league roster. Oh well, duh. He traded like Dobbins and Fitz too. So
yeah, but those guys weren't in season either. I mean, I guess Quinn Priester wasn't in season because he was in Worcester when they traded him.
What's he doing this year? I've been keeping up.
He's been hurt.
he's been injured. I don't think he's pitched at all.
Well,
He has not made a single start at the big league level this year.
Yeah, I didn't think so. He's on my fantasy league, and I'm pretty sure he was injured right off the bat.
He's made 8 rehab starts. And he has a 15.75 ERA. Granted, it's only 16 innings, but he has given up 28 earned runs in those innings. But he had shoulder surgery in June, so he's out for 8 to 10 months. So he's definitely not pitching again this season. Thoracic outlet syndrome for him. So it's the same thing that I think ended up chalking Corey Kluber's shoulder.
I mean, Craig
Craig Dubs.
Kyle Harrison not looking so good these days. Caleb Durbin win.
All Craig Breslow does is win.
I mean,
we dared to doubt the man.
yeah, that trade's looking better and better by the day.
Well, I mean, Shane Drohan's been phenomenal. But
Yeah,
it
he's
is
been
funny, even when the Red Sox were dog shit early this year, I remember Jordan and I being like, Craig's moves have been kind of good, though.
Yeah.
I'm just like waiting for like someone to throw like a knife through the window.
All
Like
of the
ducking
all-stars
after
we had
saying it.
were Craig's guys, except for Sadon.
And that was the case last year, too. I mean, they would have had another one had he not been traded in June. But, yeah, Craig just brings
Friggin-
guys in and they immediately become all-stars. I can't wait till he signs some guy to, like, a minor league deal in January when there's finally, like, some semblance of an offseason to be had. Actually, I'm embellishing. It's going to be, like, February 20th when the offseason starts. And that guy's going to be an all-star.
Any final thoughts on the games?
Really nice to see Adley have a pretty big series. The reason I wanted him to debut for the team at home was because I didn't want him to have a crappy road trip and have people already sour on the trade before he even got a chance to get like his ovation at home. Well, lo and behold, he had a crappy road trip. People already soured on the trade, and then he went nuts at home, which is nice. So I think people have kind of forgotten it. I've been trolling people in my group chat, like when Adley hit the 2-run single in the first inning yesterday. I said that Anthony Ianson would have hit a grand slam. That got a couple of laughs, but
I didn't get to talk to you guys since the trade deadline. What's your guys like quick 30-second thoughts on the trade?
Matt.
Surprised by the amount that we had to give up for it, but leaning into needing to make something happen and needing to upgrade at the catcher position, and then looking at the results, right? Like during the day, I was hopeful it was just going to be Witherspoon and like Azakar as like the package, and then it was obviously bigger than that. But looking at the bats that were moved, Craig kind of did get the two best right-handed bats on the market through the entire deadline. The ones that moved, and obviously, like Garcia was a good bat that got moved, but he's a lefty. So when you talk about right-handed bats that were moved, like I thought it was good, and it showed a lot of conviction there for his new mentality of like I don't need to win every trade on paper, so from that perspective, I do like it. The Adley piece, the Meyer trade was surprising because I didn't expect them to sell him for a lefty reliever. Not that the value is probably accurate to where he's at right now, but
Sure,
selling low on him as a player is surprising. But maybe the Redditor was right. Maybe they had to get him out of there so they could bring Anthony back. I don't know.
It is pretty funny that like immediately after they get separated, they're both like on the brink of returning after there being like no positive updates on either guy. But I mean, my thoughts on the Adley trade, I love the player. I was talking a few months ago about how it was very weird that the Orioles had already extended Isiah and there was like not even a peep out of Baltimore about anything involving Adley. So I was like, well, he's a free agent after 2027, so I'm going to be hot for his market because the Red Sox still have no long-term fixture at the catcher position, whether it be on the big league roster currently or within the organization. I still feel that way if you remove Adley from the equation with like all the guys in the farm system. Primera seems like he's going to be something, but he's still in the low minors, so I'll reserve judgment for now. I knew it was going to cost a ton. I knew it was not going to cost anything below Ianson as the headliner. Like he was 100% going to be in the package. So I had already accepted that. So him being in there was whatever. The rest of the package, that was a lot to stomach. But again, I love Adley. You're talking about a very scarce position. Not a lot of great two-way catchers. Adley is one, or at least a very good hitter and a really good defensive catcher. So that's not common in the league nowadays. So he's a top 5 catcher in the sport, traded within the division at the trade deadline. That's that's like the trifecta of getting absolutely hoed in a trade is from a value standpoint. But you did what you needed to do. You made the biggest splash of the deadline, I thought, from a position player standpoint. You addressed a major area of need, and you didn't trade Franklin Arias. To me, that seemed like a major win. And then, like Matt said, the Meyer thing, bizarre. But with the benefit of hindsight, Eric Miller seems like an animal, so I can live with it.
Nice.
What are your thoughts now? A week later, 2 weeks later.
Yeah. I mean, at first I was like, "Wow, that's a lot." Obviously, Adley hasn't been as good the last couple of years. That's what I think for me. It was like, but after kind of sitting on it for a bit, he feels like a long-term need, especially getting with the contract extension. It's not even that I care about the prospects that we gave up. It was more of like, if we're going to give up all that prospects, I wanted. This is something we probably do as fans. You kind of get glued to other guys, right? So I'd already put those guys in other trade packages for like Ellie or put your player in there. So that was what was weird for me at first, but I think after I'm totally cool with it, and I'm hoping, we'll get Adley right. And I mean, dude, a switch hitting, great defensive catcher is exactly what Boston needs. So
We already have one of those. That's Mickey Gasper. So Adley's just cherry on top.
It's true.
Okay. Do we want to just glance ahead at the pitching previews coming up?
Sure. MLB.com does not have any starters listed for the Giants, so I don't know if you see any Giant starters listed. I have the Red Sox 3.
Yeah, if you want to do Red Sox, I got the Giants. I'm pulling up right now.
Okay. So the Red Sox on Friday. This game is at 7:10. I'll be there. Gotta be there for Rafi's return to Fenway Park without question. Very curious what the reception's going to be. I'm sure it's going to be pretty close to 50-50 cheers versus boos. Maybe even 60-40 in favor of booing. Sonny Gray's got the ball in game 1, 15-3 with a 2.65 ERA. Probably not going to win Cy Young, but it'd be a damn shame if he finishes anything lower than like 4th with the season he is having. Do you want me to just rattle off all 3 Red Sox starters in the series?
I've got it.
Okay.
The reason why it's TBD is because Logan Webb is scheduled to pitch, but he was removed from his last start due to back and shoulder tightness. So currently unclear if he's going to start on Friday. They play Thursday, so they're not even having an off day before coming into this. So
I enjoy
it could
that.
be him. If we miss Logan Webb, that would be super beneficial because Logan Webb is having a really good year, as he always does. 3.5 ERA, but a 3.16 FIP. K percentage is a little bit lower than where you would expect for him, 19.6%. But all in all, just he's 51% ground ball pitcher. It is what it is. It's just a solid year for him overall. Hopefully he doesn't miss out on his opportunity to have another 200 inning season, but that's who is going up against Sox on Friday, potentially.
Saturday, 7:15, first pitch. I will also be at that game. Patrick Sandoval on the mound for the Red Sox, 1-2 with a 4.76 ERA. The ERA is ballooned by an absolutely treacherous outing in Pittsburgh. That being said, it's not like he's necessarily pitched well otherwise. He's just kind of been bend but don't break, and then he very much broke against the Pirates.
We've got Blade Tidwell going for the Giants on Saturday. Aside from having a sick name like Blade, he's not very good. He has a 4.33 ERA. FIP's a little bit better, 3.79 FIP. He's made only 3 starts this season in 11 games played, so some appearances out of the bullpen. Only thrown 27 innings this year. He's 25 years old, And his last outing, he allowed 6 hits and 5 walks over 4.1 innings. Or sorry,
Sounds just a lot like Patrick Sandoval.
Sorry, not 6 hits, 6 runs. I can't see the amount of hits and 5 walks. So,
yeah, that's going to be a track meet for those of us in attendance on Saturday. And then Sunday, 3:15 first pitch. Red Sox sending Jake Bennett to the mound after throwing a live BP today, which caught some by surprise, but this is the start on 8 or 9 days of rest after a few not so good ones in a row for Jake. His ERA down to 340 or up to 346 on the season for the rookie.
yeah, it was a little weird seeing him throwing a bullpen today, but it makes sense. They need to get him throwing. I mean, it's not like the other starters aren't throwing. You just don't see it. They're
just not live typically.
Yeah, that part was a little strange.
I wonder if they're gearing this up to be one of those programmed short starts for him, like what they did with Tolley at the end of the first half. So like this is actually going to be a Bayo day. So you get 3 innings or 2 innings out of Bennett, and then Bayo pitches 5.
That would line up with the rotation they've been using. So
yeah.
Good thought.
But yeah, they're going up against Carson Weisenhunt.
That's a name I remember.
He stinks.
Yeah.
Even worse than anyone else on the team. He's got a 7.03 ERA and a 5.64 FIP. So you could say he's unlucky, but unlucky that he still doesn't stink. He's only pitched 7 games so far this year, 32 innings. He gave up 7 runs against the Guardians, 6 earned on his last appearance.
How many shutty is he throwing on Sunday? My guess is 5 1/3. 8
See,
Ks.
if he was a righty, I would agree, but he's a lefty. Red Sox have actually hit lefties pretty well.
Oh yeah,
Jemai Jones has got an appendage for him.
Yeah, my Go Trevor story is hitting 450 center. Next question.
Yeah.
3 home runs, those 2 in Eli White.
Eli White legacy
Mickey
game,
Gasper
3 doubles.
pinch hit home run at any point in the series. Mickey Gasper home run off Logan Webb. I will subject myself to tarps off on Friday. I will take my shirt off and swing that thing around
in the first inning.
Yeah,
My God.
I'm going 2 out of 3. I think that the Giants are horrible. I think that the pitching matchups are not amazing, but they're bound to probably do something in one of these games that'll make us just want to absolutely end it all. So I'm going 2 out of 3, but I think Devers homers in this series, and if Story's back, I think he's definitely going deep at some point too. Capped off by a 4 strikeout game.
I also have Red Sox taking 2 of 3. I think Raffy's homering at least twice in the series. I think he's going to take Sonny Gray deep at some point on Friday. My prediction, second at bat. I think the first at bat, he'll get a little too geared up for the moment. He'll strike out or hit like a mile-high pop-up. And then his second at bat, he's going to hit one like over the red seat because he's going to get a hanging sweeper, and that thing's going to be sent to fucking Jupiter. But yeah, the Giants are still bad. They didn't sell off nearly enough, mostly because nobody wanted anybody that the Giants have because, again, they stink and all their guys get paid way too much money. But yeah, I think the Sox take the first and the third, and they lose the Sandoval game.
I got a sweep. Sox.
For who? Alrighty.
Bold.
Yeah.
Decisive.
I mean, I prefer us to win the division, but the nice thing with the Rays being so far ahead and us being in a good spot in the second spot, I'm not really moved emotionally by any of these games that much.
Yeah,
like
just
today,
take care of business at home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like even today, I didn't really, or yesterday for the viewers, it didn't really bother me that much.
Yeah.
Just the fact that they were close at the end, it's like, okay, it's a good game.
Gasper home run was sick. That was a sick moment. So that's good enough for me.
Yeah.
If,
Gasper home run, and it wasn't Tyron or Chapman that blew it. I'm okay.
Yeah, it was like a 55-mile-an-hour over the Arenado hit over.
that was
Forget who it
wild.
was. Yeah,
Monasterio, yeah, and then
Yeah.
Giovanni Moran walking 17 hitters in a row. Like that's like we're never seeing Giovanni Moran in a playoff game.
Nope.
He's just
No.
we'll see Cutter Crawford in a playoff game before we see Giovanni Moran.
We'll see
We
Tanner
might see
Houck
Adalberto
for sure.
Mondesi. Might see Adalberto Mondesi before we see
What's going on with
Giovanni Moran in a
Oviedo?
playoff game.
I haven't heard shit about him.
Not a person.
There- No, there was an update on him, literally either today or yesterday, and it was the same update as like a bunch of massive updates. There was like
Yeah, I don't think
8
he's
things.
throwing live. I don't think he's throwing lives yet. I think he's throwing like bullpens, but he's not facing hitters yet. And then it was like, yeah, and Cutter Crawford's even behind that. So we're never seeing Cutter again. I feel bad because I like Cutter. Never seen. I watched his only start this year. I watched his rehab start. He got lit up.
It was yesterday. Yeah, it was. Oviedo's still ramping up bullpens in Fort Myers, but hasn't faced hitters. Cutter Crawford is behind that. And then that was where the Curtis Mead is in a new cast, staying active, far from game action. So
I wonder when Tanner's going to go on rehab. It's got to be fairly close. The way the way they're talking about him, like I wouldn't be surprised if by like the end of next week we get some noise about Tanner Houck going on a rehab assignment.
And there's no way they're stretching him out, right? Like,
no,
that makes no sense.
Probably for like 2-3 innings.
Yeah.
They'll do another version of Bayo with him, probably.
Yeah, I mean, you can't have enough guys that can give you 2 or 3 innings a pop out of the bullpen. Like thinking about going into a playoff game where if Ranger Suarez, for whatever reason, can only give you 3 innings, which is really all he's been giving you lately anyway, and then being able to go, I guess we'll just fucking throw Tanner Houck out there for 3. Like that's a guy who's an all-star as a starter. What we can joke, we can talk all we want about how much of an aberration that was. And then it's like, Tanner Houck only could give us 2. Well, here comes Garrett Crochet for 2, and then Garrett Whitlock and Aroldis Chapman. Good luck. Like, that's mean. Yeah. That is, like, people have gone to prison for less than what the Red Sox will be doing to opposing lineups in the playoffs with their pitchers.
Yeah, it would make sense to keep him semi-stretched out, but also he's, like, fresh, coming off of not pitching for all of this year and, all of last year, too? So
pretty much
realistically, you could throw him 3 innings every other day, and just wear him to the bone, kind of like they did Garrett Whitlock in 2021, the second half of that season when he was like going in 2 innings it seemed like every night.
God, he was a demon that year.
if he's good, so I preface that. But all right, well, we got our predictions. Any final thoughts?
Greg was a terrorist again today. Like it's just, I don't know. I'm ready to pull the plug on Mr. Greg.
Bastardo time.
Anybody time. Wyatt Olds time. Let's go.
Wyatt Olds time. All right. My thought is get Christian Campbell up here on the next plane, please. September 1st can't come soon enough. I would like him to be the September 1st call-up. Sorry about Siegler, but don't need you. Christian Campbell. You're already on the 40-man. You're already not going to play it all next year. Get him up here. Let's go. And when I say next year, it's because they'll lock out. Can't play if you're on the 40-man, so don't really want him going an entire season without playing potentially major league action.
Yeah, what are we going to cover next year when it's like June 1st and there hasn't been a single baseball game?
We will be covering the Woo Sox and the Sea Dogs because they will still be playing.
Yeah, the minor league guys are going to get some serious run next year.
Yeah, that's going to be us. We're going to be the minor league guys. We're going to all be minor league guys.
Should we just watch a different Red Sox season and then recap each series?
We'll
Like,
live stream MLB The Show. We'll do
Yeah,
franchise mode.
we can't do like a year they won the World Series. We have to pick like the 2000, like, I don't know, the 2008 Red Sox,
I'm
and we'll
gonna
just watch. I can't wait till late July where we're like, they traded Manny.
rewatch all of Trevor Story's highlights with the Boston Red Sox.
There's not many.
Just
Fun fact about Trevor's story is actually my final thought. Sorry to cut you off there, Isaiah. I'll be done after this. Trevor's Story is the last player or the only player currently to have the last home run in the playoffs for 2 different franchises right now.
My goat.
He has the last home run for the Red Sox in the playoffs and the last home run for the Colorado Rockies in the playoffs. So let that sink in.
Rockies one's gonna stand for a while. That's gonna like at least 2030 before we see a Colorado Rocky Colorado Rockies team make the playoffs again.
Much less hit a home run. So
Yeah,
that team sucks.
What year will it be the next time the Colorado Rockies win the National League West? 2062. Will we be retirement age?
Will Shohei be alive? Will be the question.
Something about you and death, man, today. Like, what is this? Speaking of Shohei, what's up with this Dodgers owner, like, having to maybe sell the team thing that I'm seeing? Like, all these reports that it's like, oh, yeah, the Dodgers owner that's, like, printing money, like, actually doesn't fucking have any money.
Well,
like, now he's got to actually pay these guys. He's like, oh, wait, shit. I got to pay them?
Yeah, it was something like, maybe I'm imagining this, but it was something like, oh, he was fronting money from his investment companies, but now the investment companies want the money or something like that. So I don't know.
He's going to blame Ipe. He's going to blame Ipe for all of this.
Yeah, I'm not informed enough about it, but definitely.
Walter,
yeah.
They just sold the Lakers after what? I think he had it for like a year, less than a year, which is insane.
What owning the team with Luka Doncic does to a motherfucker.
It was very funny that Sam Kennedy then came out and said, "We will never sell this team." So there's
thanks for the threat.
Yeah, he said, "We'll never sell the team," and you can quote me on that.
Thanks, Sam.
So, yeah. What's your final thought, Isaiah?
I enjoy watching Justin Gonzalez hit baseballs.
Yeah, it's a heavenly experience.
What are your thoughts, Isaiah, on him going by the Teddy Bear as a nickname?
He's so cool. He's so cool, dude.
We watched him like mug a catcher, and he's like, "I'm a giant teddy bear." Like, bro.
Dude pimps out singles talking about being a teddy bear.
I got to get down there and talk to him.
Rocks.
I got to get Marcos.
So
got to get Marcos down there and do that interview. That'd be fun.
Hey Gonzo, what's up with the fact that you call yourself a teddy bear? Yet we have watched you on like broadcast punch a catcher in the face without hesitation, mask on and everything. You just didn't care. Teddy bear though.
I respect it.
if he becomes a stud, bro, he'd be so cool in Boston. Oh my god.
Yeah, I need him to be good more than I maybe have ever needed another prospect to be good in my life.
I need it so bad.
All right, well, it's been a pleasure, gentlemen, and hopefully we'll get back together next week, and it'll be September. No, wait, will it? I'm all mixed up.
Not quite.
It'll almost be September, but hopefully we'll have some more positive news and maybe a Roman Anthony joining the team by then. So we'll see. Lineup could be completely different, but on behalf of the TJ Stats, the Pesky Report, the Beyond the Monster, the Jordan, the Isaiah, and of course the members of the 1967 Red Sox team that are still alive, we appreciate you for tuning in today.
Wait, we just fuck the dead guys like
next time. We'll talk to you next week.
Like this is called the pesky report. Like